You guys know me. I'm Harry James. Our very own Oklahoma Sooners played well enough to win in Norman, but with the Baylor defense forcing 3 turnovers on Dylan Gabriel, Baylor was able to take advantage of it by winning it in Norman, by the way, 38-35. That is the first time that they've swept the Sooners in back-to-back years since the Art Briles era. Alright, let's tell you what happened. And actually didn't start out as bad as it sounds. We'll tell you how it went. Coming up next, Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away! Welcome back to my OU review, everybody. You guys know me, I'm Harry James. Let's get straight to it as the Baylor defense forces 3 turnovers on Dylan Gabriel for a 38-35 victory for Baylor. Really. And for Baylor, well, quarterback Blake Shapen's really turned it around. Only passed for 132 yards through the air with 0 touchdowns, but did have an interception. His longest completion was for 20 yards. Dylan Gabriel, a lot more than 132 yards, doubling him in yards through the air at least. 261 through the air, 2 touchdowns. Did have 3 interceptions, but did complete a lone pass of 63 yards. Rushing stats for Baylor. If you can't pass on Oklahoma, you're going to run on Oklahoma. And number 0, Craig Williams, did run on Oklahoma. Get this, guys. 25 carries, a $192, and 2 TDs. And his longest run was from 51 yards. Number 2 rusher on the team, Quentin Jones. Qualton Jones, 9 rushes, 47 yards, and a touchdown. His longest run, 10 yards. For the Sooners, the balance was there for Eric Gray. 0 Eric Gray, 23 carries, 106 yards, and 2 TDs, 2 tugboats, and a long run of 17 yards. Helping him out on the stat board, rush board, was Oklahoma's own quarterback, Dylan Gabriel, who on the ground this time had 70 yards on the ground and a touchdown, and a long run of 25 yards. Receivers for Baylor, Josh Cameron and Hal Presley. Josh Cameron, 5 catches, 72 yards, and 0 TDs. Longest reception, 20 yards. Hal Presley, 4 catches to go with 34 yards and 0 TDs there. His longest reception, 14 yards. For OU, 17 Marvelous Marvin Mims came back today with only 4 catches. But with 4 catches get ready, guys, a $120 through the air receiving and a touchdown. That's on the bright side there. The not so bright side, half of it, 63 of them, by the way, came on one long pass from Dylan Gabriel to Marvin Mims. The second leading receiver on the team, 0, Eric Gray, 8 catches, 58 yards and 0 TDs. Longest reception, 14 yards. We've done offense. Let's talk some defense. You got to play some defense if you're going to have a 35-38 game. And for Baylor, they had some defense. Dylan Doyle and Devin Lemire Baylor's Dylan, 5. That's number 5. Dylan Doyle. Baylor's Dylan had 15 total tackles, 0 forced fumbles, 0 fumbles recovered, but did have the pick of our Dylan. Dylan Gabriel had one of the 3 picks. Also with one of the 3 picks was Devin Lemire. Lemire had 8 total tackles, 0 forced fumbles, 0 fumbles recovered, but did have 1 pick from a safety position. Dylan Doyle, by the way, is a linebacker. Leading tacklers for Oklahoma, linebacker, leading tacklers for Oklahoma, that is linebacker, 28, Danny Stutzman. Danny hit his dad's Baylor Bears in the mouth 10 times with tackles, but did not have a fumble recovery, or an interception from linebacker. Also leading them in the tackles, just 1 less, Key Lawrence was the key to that part of the defense. 9 total tackles, 0 forced fumbles, 0 fumbles recovered, 0 picks from a safety position for Oklahoma. So you talk offense, tough defense, now let's do some special teams. And punter Isaac Powers. They don't punt the ball a whole lot for Baylor, so to get them to punt is a rarity. Oklahoma did 4 times. Averaged 42.3 in average, 0 inside the 20-yard line, 0 touchbacks, and a long kick. Punt, 46 yards. While Michael Turk had 2 punts to average 47.0 in average, 0 inside the 20, 1 touchback, and a long punt of 48 yards. So, the kicker, this is what made the difference, guys. John Mayer, 1 for 1 from 49 yards. 95, by the way, John Mayers. 1 for 1, 100% from 49 yards. To Zach Schmidt. Number 34, Zach Schmidt. 0-1, 0% NA on the field goal and on a long field goal. That was the key in the game, guys. Hey, for it to come down to 1 field goal when you have three picks and a stuff on 4th down like that. But that is what it came down to, and he missed it. So, there you go. That's your kicker. Like we said, though, it didn't start all that bad for Oklahoma, because Dylan Gabriel went right out the gate and scored on a 10-yard touchdown run with 11:13 left. Here come the Sooners alive and going. They're up 7-0. But Baylor's got an answer. With 5:54 left, Craig Williams is in the end zone for a touchdown, and we're all tied up at 7s. Jordan Neighbors, 6-yard touchdown run for Baylor, and we'll untie it. 14-7, Baylor leads, 3:50 left. 49 seconds later, so we're not even done in the first quarter yet. Final score of the 3rd quarter came with 3:01 left, 49 seconds later, when Dylan Gabriel finds marvelous Marvin Mims all by himself for 63 yards. And he's out in front of the defense, and he'd still be going now if he could be. But he's not, and we tied up at 14 with 3:01 left in the 3rd as we go to the 2nd quarter. 2nd quarter, Baylor comes right back to answer. 12:59 with a 49-yard field goal by John Mayers. And Baylor adds a little insurance with a Craig Williams run from 1 yard out. 24-14. Baylor leads 9:06 now. Oklahoma, though, not going away in the quiet air. Eric Gray's got an answer. A 5-yard touchdown run. And we have a field goal ball game, 21-24. With 6:46 left. Baylor, though, still leads. 3rd quarter. Richard Reese says, you know what? We need a little insurance. How about I get us a little insurance with a touchdown run of 2 yards 31-21. Baylor leads. 10:56 left in the third. Staying in the third. Dylan Gabriel finds Stoops. Drake Stoops from 9 yards out. 31-28. Baylor leads 45-52. With 4:52 left, I'm sorry. And with 9:15 left in the fourth quarter, Baylor adds a little insurance on top of their lead, already by 3, when Qualton Jones finds the end zone from 10 yards out on a run. 38-28 with 9:15 left. That will take care of that. But Eric Gray gets a touchdown run of his own with 4:05 left from a yard out. Gray's answer. It's a touchdown. We got a field goal ball game in Norman. But Baylor runs the clock out on the kickoff. Return drive. Jeff Levy's offensive play of the game, 63-yard bomb from Dylan Gabriel to Marvelous Marvin Mims. The roof is on fire for Ted Roof and that defense. And their play of the game was Blake Shapen is picked off by Billy Bowman at the 17-yard line. And then Billy returns it to the OU 17-yard line. Yeah, that's right. And then returns it to the OU 20. So it's basically a touchback. Way to go, Billy. All right, guys, that will wrap this thing up, and we'll ship it off and bow tie it. Catch the, if you're watching this on the YouTube, hit the follow, hit the subscribe button. There you go. If not, you can watch it on Facebook, Harry James Taylor, on the Facebook. Or on the Twitter, at IDanHarry, on the Twitter box. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Boomer Center, everybody. I am out of here. Peace.